You want to go too?
No.
Get moving, now.
You guys told us.
You can walk down the street. You want to run your mouth, you can go too. Stop moving.
Hey, come here.
Hey, she's
off him. What is she doing? Hey,
knock it off. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Now.
He jumped me.
I just want to have a court. You won't have a cordial conversation with me, ma'am?
The policy that they have in place.
The policy doesn't trump the law.
What happens when corrupt cops think they can get away with anything? Get ready for the most disturbing moments where these officers cross the line only to be owned by citizens who wouldn't back down. These are the stories you won't believe, but they're all too real.
Knock it off. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Now.
He jumped me.
They jumped him, sir. He didn't do anything.
I got jumped.
This conflict with the police happened when some officers witnessed a brother and sister attacking a victim outside a bar on Essex Street in Salem, Massachusetts on January 22, 2023. Despite knowing the brother had a history of causing trouble, the police did not intervene properly. Instead, they failed to take witness statements and even threatened to arrest the victim's friends, who tried to explain that he was the one who was attacked.
Come here.
Off him.
What is she doing?
Knock it off. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Now.
He jumped me.
They jumped him, sir. He didn't do anything.
I got jumped.
He got jumped, sir.
He got jumped.
He didn't do anything.
Whatever. Do whatever you want, bro.
It's fine.
Dude, that's crazy. I just got jumped.
My fat bitch and loser.
Oh, you would have come to work, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're all witnesses. We're all witnesses. Yo, you got your back, man.
Yo, Rooney, I got you, bro.
You're good.
You guys are f***ing loser in this
Rooney. I tried to.
You gotta jump someone to
I was in the headlock the whole time, buddy. You whipped.
Three in custody.
You whipped.
The cops rush in, barking orders without listening. A man insists he was attacked, but they've already made up their minds. He's frustrated, but his words don't matter. They treat him like a real problem and not a person. He's confused, outnumbered, and mocked while they tighten the cuffs. The system isn't about truth here, just control. His real crime? Being in the wrong place, seen by the wrong people.
You had your shot and you whipped.
Yo, we're good.
You sat there and you talk shit to me.
Shut the f***
I'm not gonna fight you. There's cops here.
Shut up!
You literally said you
Yo,
wanted to
all
fight
these.
outside.
Yo, just shut up. Rudy, shut up.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
No, I'm not. I'm waiting.
We're witness. We're witness. We're the whole thing.
We'll wait right there. We'll wait right there.
Oh, I'm so looking.
Roll onto your side.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Up on your knees. Up.
Arrested for no reason.
You got jumped. Yo, we're good.
Can I get my shoe at least?
Go.
Yo, show me my shoe. I've actually never been in a cop car. I just got jumped. Can I at least should I just be quiet? Should I just shut up?
Yep.
All right. Oh, that's an experience. Getting arrested for getting jumped.
Have a seat.
All right, sir.
The cops ignore the witnesses and stick to their version of the story. Even though people say the real troublemaker came back and started the fight, the officers decided it's easier to arrest everyone. No effort to understand, no patience for the truth, just handcuffs for all. It's not about justice, just clearing the scene quickly. But wait, this is just the beginning.
Hey, see how many guys over there? Anything on you I should know about? Anything to poke me? No, sir. Phone, wallet, keys. I actually might have my sister's keys. Give those to her. Yes,
Hi. We told him to walk away. He came back and started a rumble, so we got 2, 3. Hi. We told him to walk away. He came back and started a rumble, so we got 2, 3.
These officers aren't here to serve and protect, they're here to dominate. The moment someone dares to question their authority, they double down, silencing anyone who refuses to bow. It's not about law and order, it's about control, about proving their word is final, no matter how wrong they are. And if you think this display of unchecked power is bad, just wait, things are about to get even worse.
What's the size of that?
I got one in our car. You want to go too? No. Get moving now.
You guys told us.
You can walk down the street. You want to run your mouth? You can go too. Stop moving. We have one, yeah. I think he has one.
I have her. She was on top of him.
This kid's a pro.
Yeah, he was looking to do it all night.
Yep.
To these cops, people aren't individuals, they're just bodies to process, statistics to boost their arrest records. There's no hesitation, no second thought, just a mechanical routine of detaining first and asking questions never. Whether innocent or not doesn't matter. What matters is their authority going unchallenged. But brace yourself because their abuse of power is only getting started.
No, you got a prisoner in your car.
Me.
No, that's Sarge.
Is that going to be Jane and Alex?
Car, I'm pretty sure you got somebody in your car.
We're done, so she can get back up.
We have one in our car.
Yeah.
And he's got one. All right.
Other body cam footage tells the same story, one that proves these cops weren't interested in justice, only in appearances. Sure, they arrested the real troublemakers, but not because it was the right thing to do. It was all about optics, about making it seem like they were in control. But don't be fooled, these officers weren't heroes. And as you'll soon see, their corruption runs much deeper.
Knock it off! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Now! Now! They jumped him, sir. He didn't do anything.
He got jumped. He got jumped.
He didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's fine. Let him play it out. My fat bitch and loser.
Oh, you would have caught the word, buddy. Just go over there.
Yeah.
No, here,
We're all witnesses. We're all witnesses.
Back up.
Yo, we got your back, bro. Don't worry.
Rooney, I got you, bro.
You're good.
You guys are loser and this girl's a skank, dude.
I tried to.
You're a loser.
You gotta jump someone to get back, bro.
Hey, over
I
there.
think that's
I know. We deal
He was standing right there.
All right, bring him over there, all right? Back up, please.
The cops don't just arrest, they humiliate. Taunts and insults replace professionalism, as if their badges give them the right to belittle. The suspect knows it's wrong, but his words fall on deaf ears. Even when he's down, they handle him like an object, not a person. Every move feels rehearsed, a routine they've done too many times before. And if this is how they act on camera, imagine what happens when no one's watching.
Loser, bro.
No, we're good. Yo.
Listen, back up.
Stop. You're a loser,
Listen,
dude.
hey, back up, all right?
Rudy, shut up.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not. I'm waiting.
We're witnesses. We saw the whole thing.
Well, we're right there. We're right there. Go on to the side. He's getting arrested for no reason.
Yeah, that's why you punched me. I love you too. Hey, they hurt me. I'll hurt them back. I'm gonna roll you over, all right? Yes, sir. Roll over. I'm gonna bring you up, all right? 1, 2, 3, go. All right, you ready? Next one, what's good, right there? Ready? 1, 2, 3,
I
go.
have a bad habit.
Okay.
The worst part, the sister, the actual aggressor, was treated with more respect than the victim. While the innocent man was manhandled and humiliated, she was handled with care, almost as if she were the victim instead. But of course, in the twisted logic of these cops, fairness doesn't exist, only favoritism and power trips. And if you think their double standards end here, just you wait.
Listen, put your left foot down.
I got you. Hold on, buddy.
You ready?
I'm gonna do it.
All right. All right, Hank. Stand. Just quickly search it, all right?
I know this is really good. I know this is your job.
Just use the back of my hand, all
I
right?
know you're fine.
Listen, just turn that way.
Sorry, I'm not used to this. But I know.
Keys?
Yeah.
The way the cops pampered the sister was beyond infuriating. It was as if they were rewarding her for causing chaos. It was just negligence. It felt like an endorsement of violence. But just when you think it couldn't get more corrupt, the officer arresting her brother muted his body camera. That's right, caught red-handed trying to hide the truth.
All right, I'll be with you in a minute, all right? We're gonna find out what happened here.
David!
Put your foot in. Your ID in here? All right. I have her. She was on top of him when I got in there. So after whatever happened.
Any officer who mutes or turns off their body camera is actively hiding the truth. There's no legitimate reason to do it, especially in the middle of an arrest. It's a clear sign they're covering up misconduct, fabricating a story, or planning how to twist the narrative to protect themselves. What were they saying? Probably how to justify their actions, how to make the victim look guilty, or even worse, how to make sure they all stick to the same lie.
You win. You had you win. I'm not gonna fight you. There's comps here, bro.
You literally said you all you shut up. Rudy, shut up.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm waiting.
We're witness. We're the whole thing.
Oh, we're right there. Oh, so looking for this side. Yeah, I'm sure. Up on your knees. He's getting arrested for no reason.
Yeah, that's why you punched me in the body, you piece of shit.
Shut up.
I'm sorry, sir. I love you too. Hey, they hurt me. My husband back.
Roll on your butt. This way.
Yes, sir.
Sit up.
Yep.
After their little secret meeting with the body cameras muted, it was time to see how they handled the brother's arrest. And surprisingly, just like his sister, he was treated with an almost ridiculous level of care despite being the real aggressor. No rough handling, no unnecessary force, just a polite, almost friendly arrest. Meanwhile, innocent people were being dragged, humiliated, and treated like criminals. What is wrong with these cops? It's downright disturbing.
Put a knee under you.
Yep. I'm not gonna fight.
Put a leg underneath you.
How do I do it?
Leg under you. No, like you're gonna get up on a knee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
These yours?
Yes, sir.
Slide your shoe on.
Kick me out of the bar and punch me in the face. Sorry. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Hey, kill me, guys.
Anything on you I should know about? Anything that'll poke me?
No, sir. Phone, wallet, keys. I actually might have my sister's keys if you could give those to her. My phone.
Yeah, so it was on the line with you.
Who's got a free cruiser?
He hit me first. Tire. I'm gonna fight it. Instead of doing what it is. Yeah, for real. I didn't get jumped. No, he hit me in the face of the f***ing bar. They kicked me out. He said, meet me outside. But now I'm outside. I'm sorry, sir. I don't care.
The cops lump everyone together, guilty or not. Two troublemakers get what they deserve, but an innocent victim gets dragged down with them. Witnesses try to set the record straight, but it doesn't matter. Instead of separating the attacker from the attacked, they throw all three in cuffs, treating the victim like just another criminal. And if this is justice, how many others have paid for their mistakes?
Hold on. Sit down.
I think someone's calling me. You want to see my phone number?
You can call him in a minute.
What is on the phone? Thank you.
Cheers.
23.
This kid's a problem.
Yeah, he was looking to do it all night.
Yeah. Yeah, you have somebody in the car. Do you want? We'll switch them?
Alright, Dad, you're gonna forward it that way too.
We'll go down past so she can get back up.
We have one in our car.
Yeah.
Good. Alright.
What do I have?
Even in the back of the police vehicle, the real troublemaker keeps pushing his luck, ignoring rules, and making demands. And yet, somehow, the cops still treat him better than the innocent victim they arrested. He gets to talk, push boundaries, and even get small favors. Meanwhile, the one person who shouldn't be there at all gets nothing but silence and disregard. Being guilty isn't the problem. Being the easy target is.
You on your phone back there? Yeah, you can't be on your phone in the back of the cruiser when you're under arrest. It's not possible.
Transporting one female prisoner, 40915. 109.
I told him. I said this.
Yeah, where's your phone?
It's in my back pocket, my left back pocket. I'm sorry. I told him this is probably a call on me.
Where?
Left back pocket.
All right. Take a seat.
I don't know who was that. I didn't. That's my sister.
All right, put your feet in.
Yep. You can just tell. Can you just tell her?
Nope. You get a phone call when you get in there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
At one point, the cops remember the rules, reading the victim his rights, as if that erases everything they've already done. He has the right to remain silent, but they never listened anyway. He has the right to an attorney, but he never should have needed one. Every word sounds official and proper, like they're following the book, but it's too late for that. They already trampled all over his rights the moment they threw him in cuffs.
So, I totally understand you just doing your job, for sure. But I literally just heard talking to my boys and got punched right in the face. Yeah, but
What happened earlier with that kid?
we're at the bar and he started talking shit to me for no reason. I'm not going to say I wasn't talking shit back.
Alright, stop talking for 1 second. Alright, you're under arrest for disorderly conduct, you understand?
Sure.
I'm reading your Miranda warning. Before you ask any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to talk to a lawyer before you have him or her present with you when you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questions if you wish. You decide to answer questions now with or without an attorney. You still have the right to stop questioning at any time. Do you understand the rights I've read to?
Now they're pretending to care, and after dragging him through the mud, ignoring witnesses, and treating him like a criminal, they suddenly give him the choice to talk willingly, as if this is some fair, balanced conversation. He explains the obvious: he was targeted, harassed, and tried to walk away. And yet somehow, the cops still got it completely backward. But hey, at least they read him his rights, right?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, you continue to talk to us.
Sorry, can you repeat that last one?
Having those rights in mind, you still want to talk.
Sure, fuck it, I can do it. Yeah, so pretty much, I was in there, I was with some of my friends. We started talking shit to him. I didn't say it. Then he started telling me, I don't work out, whatever. I was like, whatever. Started talking shit back and forth. I walked away.
he comes back up to me, and I'm like, dude, I don't got time for this. The bouncer kicks him out. I talk to the bouncer, he lets me stay. Shit. That was like 30 to 45 minutes before it closed. We go outside, he's out there waiting for me, like, bro, what? And then I walk away, we could exchange some words. I sit down, take a few deep breaths, two of my friends calm me down. See a few more of my friends, I go talk to them, and then next thing I know, I got punched in the face.
Okay.
These police officers failed the very moment they chose laziness over justice, arresting everyone instead of investigating the truth. Just because something is easier doesn't make it right. The most disturbing moments for these cops came later, when the victim owned them, exposing their disgraceful actions for the world to see. With a single body camera video uploaded online, their misconduct was laid bare, serving as a textbook example of how a cop should never behave. And speaking of the most disturbing moments where corrupt cops got owned, let's dive into a case that's even more infuriating. A man determined to stand up for his rights returned to a public health center, a place that legally belonged to the people. The first time, the cops overstepped, violating his rights without hesitation. This time, he came back to see if they had learned their lesson. But to his surprise, things weren't just bad, they were worse.
Oh, they're open. What's up, man? I thought they were closed. All right, guys, we're back here for a little revisit. Last time I came here to Arizona, to Tucson, we had issues here for exercising our rights. I'm out with a girl with a camera. Try to let her just take the lead here real quick.
A public employee immediately tries to shut down filming, claiming it's a private space, even though it's a public health department. Instead of answering a simple question, they deflect, using signs as an excuse to avoid accountability. This is a classic case of an employee trying to control the situation by making up rules on the spot, hoping people will comply without questioning.
Oh, my friend needs help.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to put your camera away because this is a private space you can't film in.
Oh yeah. Is this public health department?
Public health department, yes.
Okay, cool. What's your name?
Please read the sign.
What's your name?
Please read the sign and put the
What's
camera
your
away.
name? Hello.
I heard you.
The cops and staff are more focused on stopping filming than actually helping. They treat personal preferences as law, ignoring the fact that this is a public space. Instead of providing real legal backing, they rely on signs and vague policies, hoping people will just obey. When challenged, they double down, showing they care more about control than rights. But their desperation to silence the truth was only going to get worse.
Can you get my eye, please? Thank you. Where security is. Okay. So what is this? Right? What is this for? Oh.
Can you please ask them to stop filming in our clinic?
They don't want people filming in here.
I don't care what they want. This is a public building.
It doesn't matter.
Are we going for round two?
It doesn't matter if it's public or not. They don't want people filming.
It does matter.
Then take it up with their legal department.
No.
This cop's actions are a clear example of someone using their badge as a shield to avoid accountability. Instead of respecting the person's right to record in a public space, he arrogantly dismisses it, hiding behind vague excuses and an apparent lack of understanding of basic legal principles. It's frustrating because this officer should be educated on the rights of individuals in public spaces, yet he chooses to shut down the conversation instead.
See that sign?
Yeah.
That's a policy. That doesn't trump my constitutional right to record.
Take it up with their legal department.
I'm coming over here to conduct business. And I have a right to record here.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Then take it up with their legal department.
I'm not.
As far as I've been informed, you don't.
I'm working on a story on all the health departments here, and
doesn't matter.
It does matter to me.
No.
I'm an independent journalist. I don't come to interact with anybody. What's your name again?
It's none of your business.
All right, so I don't want to. Just get away from me then. It's none of my business. Then you're not my business right
They
now.
don't want anybody filming.
I don't care what they want.
So if you don't,
I have a right to
stop,
record. This
you
is a
won't.
constitutional protected activity.
It isn't.
Yes, it. Okay, it isn't. Go look at your little Google on your phone and look that up. And see.
As far as my instructions are, it isn't. It doesn't matter.
Listen,
If you have
my
a problem
friend.
with it, take it up with their legal department.
Listen, I don't have a problem.
It's not my business.
Listen, I'm not gonna do that. My friend came to conduct business here, and we have a right to document everything with the government. This is a public area. This is a public building that the people pay for, tax dollars. All right.
They have a right to run it how they
I
want.
want to disengage. I want to disengage right now.
Then I need to ask you to leave.
The workers don't bother de-escalating. They push harder, threatening trespassing charges and pulling in the cops. Legal rights are ignored as they twist facts and misquote law. Their obsession with control trumps any attempt at transparency. The real purpose of the visit? Lost in the noise. And of course, this is just the beginning.
Well, you can ask.
If you don't leave, we have to call the police because you've been trespassing.
Well, then
I need
you-
to get through here
I'm
so
sorry.
I can talk to her.
Can I talk to you real cordial, real quick, before this escalates any worse?
You're the one escalating it. So
No,
we've
no,
asked you to stop filming. We've asked you to stop. If you're not going to stop, then we will call the police and they will remove you from the building.
Can I speak for a second?
Turn off your camera.
No. Can I speak for a second?
It's not a discussion.
What is your name?
You cannot film in this building.
You know we have a First Amendment right to record.
You do not have a First Amendment right.
Smith versus Cummings. There's case law on that. I just want to have a court. You won't have a cordial conversation with me, ma'am.
The policy that they have in place.
The
is
policy
that you're
doesn't
not allowed
trump
to
the
film.
law.
Then take it up with their legal department.
I don't need to waste my time with that. I don't. The law.
You're
I know
serious
what I'm doing. I'm not gonna do that. I came to conduct real quick business here with my friend, and that's it.
No, you didn't.
No.
Not if all you're doing is just filming and wanting,
But let me ask you a question real quick, man to man. What is the issue with filming?
A woman with no legal standing boldly claims the man has no First Amendment rights, completely ignoring the law. The security guard, frustrated, shifts the conversation to mockery instead of addressing the issue. Rather than acknowledging the individual's constitutional rights, he insists on unnecessary permission. But soon, the truth will come out and the guard will pay the price for his ignorance.
What is it?
doesn't
What
matter.
is it?
They've asked me, and they've posted for their policy.
Oh, you take orders
They've
for a
asked-
living.
They've asked me to make sure nobody
Yeah,
films.
you take orders for a living. Yeah, you got to do that. That sucks for you. Yeah.
So
You know
as
the
far
orders
as
that
my job is concerned, it doesn't matter. They've
the
asked
orders
me
that
to
you got
film.
listen. The orders that you're taking from these people are unlawful, dude. I have a right to I have
Take it
a
up with
right.
their legal department, like I said.
I have a right to record my public officials while they're working on our tax dollars and while we're conducting business. This is a public building. I can't make it no more clear
They
for
still have a
you.
right to run it how they want.
They don't own this building. Who pays this building?
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Who pay? It does matter.
He could try to just use those.
As far as the situation goes, and then
Who pays this building?
it does not matter. It is.
It matters to me.
And I
It
would
is
have
a
been in here
medical
sooner,
facility.
but
They
I'm
don't want
getting
people
You
filming.
want to know why it matters to me? Because my tax dollars pay for this building.
Mom and I are both on
Yeah,
antibiotics.
it does matter. It matters to the people.
I think the
Again,
strep is
take it up with their legal department.
Again, I'm not doing that.
Unless the policy changes, there's nothing I can do about it.
Last Saturday, so So my doctors all
It's not my.
contagious anymore.
You didn't look too good in my last video, man. And you're not gonna look too good on this one.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, my mom's on antibiotics.
You don't have permission to film.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you
exercise
do.
my rights.
She says, well.
You need permission to film. Same thing. Using.
Who do I need permission from?
The security guard continues to argue with the individual, insisting that permission is needed to film despite being in a public building. The individual presses on, trying to educate the guard on his rights, even pointing out that the guard's refusal to recognize them is exactly why he's filming, to raise awareness. The guard, instead of engaging in a civil conversation, keeps pushing orders and trying to control the situation.
Like, and again, same
Who
thing.
do I need-
Filming me right now. You do not have permission to film me.
You're out in public, dude.
I'm not.
No?
I said that doesn't help much.
Does this place have any cameras?
I'm not outside roaming around. I'm inside.
But you're in a public building.
Yes, it is a medical.
Okay, what if I film you in the sidewalk?
That doesn't matter. That's fine. You're outside.
It's the same thing here.
No.
Yes, it does. You guys don't know your rights. That's why. This is exactly why I do this, to educate.
Take it up.
To educate
They're legal.
people that
Excuse me,
don't.
I can't hear her.
You want to walk over here so we can have some courtesy for the lady? We can. You want to come over here? I leave when I want to leave. You're not gonna tell me to leave.
By not
You wanna know
stopping
why?
filming, you've been asked to stop filming. You've been asked to leave. If not, they're gonna call
You've
the
been
police and
asking
you're gonna be
and
removed.
you've been asking and asking. I'm declining and declining. And you see what I'm saying? You see how it works?
Yes, that's why they're gonna call the police and have you
All right,
removed.
then let them call. Let them call. If they're educated enough to educate you guys to let them know that I'm all within my rights to record here, we'll see how they. If not, they're gonna look
far
bad
as
in
my
their
job is
department
concerned,
too.
that does not matter.
What's your name, man?
I'm not gonna give you my name. It's none of your business.
Nah, but you want to engage him. You want to bust orders.
and
You want to tell. You want to tell another man to do something, right? To leave.
The security guard's refusal to share basic information like his name only adds to the tension as he accuses the individual of being rude. The person remains composed, asserting his right to record, while the guard becomes increasingly defensive and calls for police backup. Stay with us, because once the cops come, everything will be a lot different.
A building that I pay for, but you don't want to give your name.
My name does not matter. You have no business.
It does matter. That's kind of rude, isn't it?
You haven't given yours yet, so until you do, I'm not.
Well, you haven't asked.
She did.
No, she didn't.
She did.
There's no need for that. You can. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing illegal. You can call them if you want.
Yeah.
So are the cops coming? Because if they are, I'll stay.
Please do.
Okay, no problem. I'll stay.
My brother does.
No problem.
Yes, I am. I'm in Pima County. Yes. Sort of stable housing with the inflation. Yeah. A new year, hopefully.
They want to waste tax resources. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see how educated Pima County is. I'm gonna sit here and record you, bro.
Better soon, and I won't.
Because I have my right to. Just because you're rude.
The security guard stubbornly misinterprets the law, labeling filming as rude without grasping the distinction between privacy and public space rights. The individual calmly explains his First Amendment rights, but the guard dismisses the law in favor of policy. As the conversation becomes more frustrating, the guard's refusal to learn from the situation reveals his lack of respect for the very rights he should be protecting.
And you don't know the law. You don't know the law, dude. This is public photography. It's not a crime. It's not a crime, dude. Am I being rude?
I'm not the one. Yes, you're putting cameras in people's faces.
So
They
that's
don't wanna
being
be
rude?
filmed.
That's being
Yes.
rude?
If they don't want to be filmed, then you're putting a camera in their
They're
face.
in
That's
public, dude.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, ma'am. You're in public. There's no specific. When you're out
When
in
you walk up and
public,
put a camera in somebody's face, that's being rude.
bro, it's a difference of putting. Look. This is putting something in people's faces. When I go like this, I don't do that. My camera stays right under my chin. There's no expectation of privacy in public. Period. That's how the law works, sir. Whether you like it or not. I'm all within my rights to record here and document my interactions here. I am. First Amendment of the Constitution. freedom of the press.
Again, as far as their policy and what I've been
Their
asked
policy
to do,
don't trump the law. That's not gonna fly in court.
Take that up with their legal
That's not
department.
gonna fly in court.
Take it up
I
with
do
their
this
legal-
for a living. I know what I'm doing.
Then take it up with their legal department. Get the policy changed.
Yeah,
Until then,
that's not my job. My job is not to get the policy changed.
until then, they don't want people filming.
Okay, well, I don't care what they want. What if I have a neon green shirt? Oh, no neon green shirts here? You think you're gonna follow that? You're gonna go by that policy?
The individual stands firm, reiterating that government buildings are public spaces funded by taxpayer dollars, where people have the right to record. Despite the guard's insistence on policy, the person stresses that policies can't trump the law. Yet the guard remains stubborn, convinced he's right. But his refusal to acknowledge the truth will soon unravel, and it won't be long before the reality hits him hard.
That's not the way it works. This is a public building owned by us, government, paid by our tax dollars. Do you understand that? And you know what? I'm gonna keep coming here till you guys get educated enough to know that I'm allowed to record here. I don't care what the legal thing. That's not legal. That's policy.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't trump the Constitution. It doesn't trump law. Do you understand that? You guys need to get educated about the law and freedom here, man, and about public photography, dude. These government employees work for us. We have a right to record them. You know, Smith versus Cummings.
The security guard kept deflecting, pushing the individual to challenge policy everywhere, but the person counters with the First Amendment. The guard's continued focus on policy over law only strengthens the individual's resolve to hold them accountable. Eventually, the guard's stubborn refusal to engage with the law will be exposed, and he won't be able to maintain control for much longer.
There's case law on this.
Yeah. Then take it up with the legal department.
No, I don't have to do that.
You do.
No, I don't.
If you want the policy change, you do. Yes.
Listen, that policy change, I don't need to do that. I don't. That shouldn't even be up there.
Again,
I'm gonna challenge you on this. I'm gonna challenge that policy.
Go for it.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, take it up with legal
That's how it's gonna
department.
work. That's how it's gonna work.
You have to go to their legal department.
I came to get a real quick service with my friend. That's it. And look what this led up to. I came to record my interactions with the government. Period.
Take it up with legal.
This is not a private building, dude.
Not my problem. Take it
All
up
right.
with legal.
It's not a private building, dude. It's a First Amendment constitutional right.
The guard likely expected the man to get nervous when the cops were called, but what he didn't anticipate was the calm confidence of the individual. After all, the man hadn't broken any laws, and there was no reason to fear. Instead of running away, he stood his ground, showing the guard that it was the law he should be worried about, not the other way around. The guard's surprise would be his downfall.
So, you know what? Since the cops are called, I don't run from them. I'm gonna stay here and wait for them and see if they're educated enough, which I hope they are, to educate you guys and let them know that I'm within my rights to record here.
Either way, with the
This is not a
recording thing.
this is not a private lobby.
Yes, and even with the recording thing, you're still disrupting service. They've asked
How
you to
is
leave.
that?
By them asking you to leave, you
Holding
are
a
now
camera,
trespassing, and trespassing is illegal.
No, listen, holding up a camera is not disturbing.
Your very behavior has been disturbing. You're putting the camera.
Now
in
you're
people's
lying,
faces and
dude.
you're arguing constantly.
That's
with
not
them.
disturbing, dude.
Yes, it is.
You're looking like a fool right now.
No, I'm not.
I
I'm not the one
came.
trying to
I
get
came.
attention.
My friend was already done, and I was gonna leave. But you decided to approach me.
I was told to approach you.
Okay, so then this is where I ended up at, right here.
When the guard saw that the man wasn't backing down, it hit him. He wasn't going to get away with his intimidation tactics. Maybe this moment would make him and his coworkers think twice before overstepping boundaries in the future. It's one thing when officers abuse power, but what's unsettling is seeing regular security staff trying to play the same game. Where did they get the idea they could trample on civil rights?
It's waiting on the cops.
This guy doesn't get the point, bro. This is some people you can't educate. You just can't. This guy is. This is going round too. He's looking worse in this video than the last one, and the other one went viral.
Policies don't.
No, it didn't.
Policy don't trump law. Tell him what's up.
Policy doesn't trump law.
Again, as far as
It's not even gonna matter if you tell him.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's not gonna get
They
it.
asked you to stop filming. I did that.
And
You didn't, so they asked you to leave. You
if
haven't.
they tell me to hop
So
back,
they called the
if
police.
they
That's
tell me to
it.
hop back
Is
backwards,
this a public building?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
it does matter.
They've asked you to leave.
It doesn't matter if they ask. They don't own this building. They don't own this building. The people own this building. The people. It's not a crime.
I mean, you have to commit a crime to be trespassing.
At this point, a police officer arrives and begins questioning the individual. Instead of addressing the clear violation of constitutional rights, he gets caught up in the irrelevant question of business. His failure to correct the security guard's misunderstanding only fuels the confusion, showing that the real issue, respecting public rights, takes a back seat. It's clear these officers are more interested in protecting their own authority than upholding the law, and this won't be the last time it shows.
People waste tax resources, dude.
I don't know.
How you doing?
Sorry, does he have any business on the property?
No, not at all. They come in to.
If you don't have business, you gotta go.
To do something. And
Yeah, well, that's fine.
What's your name and badge number, man?
So,
I can't answer.
yeah, and do you notice I didn't say a word to
I
you guys
absolutely-
outside?
I absolutely respect that.
Yeah, which is perfect. And I respect you guys' right to record. I try and honor all of that. However,
The officer's behavior continues to be absurdly misguided. Instead of stepping in to clarify the law and educate the security staff, the officer fixates on a trivial point, whether the person should be outside or not. Instead of standing up for the law, he's more concerned with pacifying the security guard, allowing policy to supersede legal rights. This is more than just a misunderstanding. It's a failure of duty.
if you don't have business in the premises, they can't ask you to leave.
Right, but I did. I came in, got my business,
Okay.
and then they flipped out, and here we are.
Like I said,
And we were gonna run.
I haven't even
Yeah.
I haven't even come outside to talk to you
And I
guys yet.
appreciate that.
I didn't try and bother you guys at all.
No, and I feel
However, remaining inside
Well,
after business is concluded. And like I said, happy to talk to you outside in just a minute.
perfect.
Cool.
Okay, we'll go outside and
Yeah,
I'll wait for you.
absolutely. Fully respect it.
Cool. Can I say something in here? Because
I'll talk to you outside just 1 second.
are they closed?
I'll talk to you outside just 1 second. Man.
Well, what? This is the thing that we have. This is.
No,
We can talk right. Listen,
Look,
hold
look,
on.
look, look.
I
This
come
is
with
not
no
new.
ill will.
This is not new. Okay, I have no problem with you filming.
Can you educate them and let them know?
You're not going to get me all amped
I don't
up.
want that.
So the whole filming in my face thing isn't going to
So
do anything.
why should I go outside?
Because I support your right to. Because your business is concluded here.
Oh, I understand it, but we're waiting for you here for an hour, for 45 minutes.
You're fine. You can wait outside because your business in here is concluded.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah,
man?
McMillan 103483. And like I said,
Like she said, we conducted our business. They said we can't
are you
record it.
refusing to step out? Are you refusing to leave?
I didn't say
I'm
that.
trying to avoid you and all that stuff.
I didn't
told
say
you,
that.
I will talk to you.
Do I
outside.
have to leave?
If you have no business here, yes, they're asking.
We
you
just
to
got,
leave.
business here. We're waiting for you.
It's fine.
We're not gonna
You
run
can
from
wait
you.
for me outside
What's the difference from waiting in a public lobby?
because they're asking you to leave.
They can ask all they want. They don't own the building.
The officer acknowledges the building is public, but then gets caught up in irrelevant details, like the medical nature of the facility, completely sidestepping the broader issue of public access and rights. At this point, he's just going through the motions, prioritizing maintaining order rather than enforcing the law. His lack of understanding and his passive just appease them attitude is a textbook example of how not to handle situations where people's rights are at stake.
No,
This is a public building, sir.
dude, work with me here.
Work with the First Amendment. Work with my rights.
Agitating a situation is
I'm not
something
trying to
you can't do.
agitate.
So I will speak with you outside and I'm fully appeasing me. You can keep recording. You can keep doing your thing.
I want to record you guys. You educating him.
Okay.
That's all
Let's
I want to
step
do.
outside and we'll have our conversation. Okay? Because clearly
Why would you want? Why would you want to?
Listen,
Listen,
Joey, let him do
Okay?
it.
Clearly you don't.
listen.
No.
Because the directives.
Okay, what's
This
your
is a
question?
public building.
What's your question?
Okay. Are you going to tell me to step away from a sidewalk? It's the same thing. We own this building. I have the right to sit there. and wait for you, and I have the right to record there without even conducting any business. I can come inside this building, in a public building. This is my First Amendment right. This is what I do for a living. I'm a journalist, and my people want to see the people how
Actually,
the government officials that I'm working on.
So you gotta be careful with that because
why am I
it's
careful?
a medical facility.
But what does it say behind you?
So it's a medical facility.
But what does it say behind you?
What's your question?
What does it say behind you? It's a medical facility, but it's a public building.
What's your argument? What are you trying to say? Is what I'm asking.
No, so you're telling me to step outside. I want to catch you guys. I want to catch you educating them on camera.
No, dude, that's...
You don't want to look good?
The officer's continued reliance on personal anecdotes and faulty logic exposes his complete inability to properly navigate the situation. His fixation on irrelevant hypotheticals reveals a lack of understanding of the legal framework he's supposed to uphold. He's lost in a maze of contradictions and confusion, while the individual stands firm in their constitutional rights.
That's not what I'm talking about, okay?
You don't want to
Because
look
if
professional.
You don't have business in the place, you can't be in there recording, man.
And once again,
so you can record from public spaces, yes, but if you don't have business here, and if they have, listen, with it being a medical facility,
okay,
right, people have right to privacy.
There's no privacy in public.
Okay. Once you step through that door,
that's a public lobby.
Unless they're asking you to leave. If you
Son.
don't have business there, they can have you trespassed. Even from hospitals. Listen, hospitals. Would you agree hospitals are a public place?
No, not all hospitals.
Would you agree?
Listen,
would you agree a hospital lobby is a public place?
Public health departments is.
Would you agree a hospital lobby?
What kind of hospital? A memorial hospital? It's not public. It's not public. See, there's a difference.
So you want me to talk from my experiences, okay? So I'm not going to go on the hypotheticals. I'm not going to do any of that stuff because you've obviously done your research into everything, and you.
Oh, believe me, I have.
You go off of all that. So I'm going to talk off of my experience.
Okay, go ahead.
So, St. Mary's Hospital has plenty of people trespassed. They can't deny medical emergencies, but 100% they can trespass.
Who owns that hospital?
I'm talking about public spaces.
Who owns the public spaces and the public buildings? The taxpayers. Hold on, but let me finish. Let me finish. Hold on. Okay. Let me finish.
You can talk. You can hear all you want on your phone. I'm trying. You don't need me here for that.
By dodging the issue and focusing on irrelevant points like privacy, the cop undermines his own credibility. The individual remains calm and unwavering, but it's obvious that the officer's ignorance of the law is holding him back from resolving the situation. It's only a matter of time before this officer's refusal to face the truth catches up with him.
Because I know what I'm doing, sir, for work.
I know, but
all right, you're trying to transfer.
No, you're trying to convince me.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely. If I can answer it, I will.
I went up there to get some condoms and get some information, and I was recording. Straight away, they came out and just started. I'm allowed to do that, right?
So, like I said, I'm not going to speak directly on all the specific nuances of it, on where you are and aren't allowed to. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as my knowledge goes, you're fine to do that. Okay? You're fine to do that.
I know, and we come with no ill will.
But when your business is done, you're just recording other people's medical. You can't do that.
What do you mean I can't do that? If it's in a public view, I can record anything I can see, and I'm not here for that. But once again, I can come in this building right now.
And that's fine.
I can come in this building. You're not letting me finish real quick. I can come in this building without conducting and asking for anything. Okay, I can come in this building, and I know it's past 5 o'clock. I don't have to ask for no service. I could come and record in a public lobby and record my government officials. That's
you're not going to get me to agree with you, man. So you're fine.
That is my business as a journalist.
I said I wasn't going to agree with you.
That's not against the law, sir.
So, like I said,
the officer's attempt to sound helpful is nothing more than a thin veil over his unwillingness to admit he's wrong. His words are empty, meant only to placate, but his actions speak louder, still siding with the guard and continuing to disregard the law. It's a clear sign that his ego is more important than upholding the Constitution, and that's where the real danger lies. Soon enough, his true colors will shine through.
Business is concluded here. Would you guys like them trespassed?
They can't trespass me from a public building, sir.
I've asked you to wait outside.
Sir, this is. I wanted. Are they closed? Are they closed?
5:30. You still got 30 minutes.
Okay, so this is yeah. I'm recording.
Business, okay?
I'm recording you, educating them. I have a right to do that.
I'm recording.
Sir.
You can request a copy of my
Listen.
recording. I'm recording it all for you.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
But
so what happens if I go in there?
Listen, You over my shoulder during my investigation is not going to happen.
Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, if I go in there, are you going to arrest me?
I haven't answered you that yet.
Okay, so I'm going to go in there. I want to see you recording them.
Go ahead.
I have a right to record them.
You have your right.
It is indeed strange and deeply troubling to see police officers who took an oath to protect constitutional rights so easily dismissing those very rights when it's inconvenient for them. They seem to forget their duty to serve and protect, prioritizing control over upholding the law. But this officer wasn't just limiting himself to attacking the First Amendment. Soon, he started threatening other civil rights, showing just how far some will go to push their power.
You got your recording up?
Huh?
Did you got your recording up?
Yeah, what?
I just want to make sure you had time to hit start on it if you weren't.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have your ID on you?
What?
What's your name?
I'm not going to give that. I didn't commit a crime. If you're going to articulate a crime that I committed, I'll give you my ID.
Trespassing. What's your name?
No, you have to give me a warning. That's how it works. Give me a warning, I'll leave.
I need to document that you're being notified.
That's not the way the law works. That's not the way the law works. How are you going to trespass me? They didn't trespass me. It's a public building. You can't trespass me from a public building without committing a crime, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be.
So you're going to arrest me? Are you going to arrest me if I don't give you my ID?
You have the right to the presence of an attorney.
Answer that question.
Prior to questioning and to be with you during questioning if you so desire. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to have an attorney appointed for you.
Am I being detained?
Yes. Do you understand?
For what crime?
Do you understand?
For what crime?
Trespassing.
Okay, so if I don't give you my ID, you're going to arrest me? Answer the question. I'll give you my ID if it's under threat of arrest. You want to go this route? Let's do it.
You're going to give me your ID and identification either way.
Okay, so
I don't need to make threat of
Hold on. Yeah, you do. Because that's not the way the law works. I didn't commit a crime here. I got to commit a crime for you to get my ID.
Trespassing.
Okay. They didn't trespass me and it's a public building.
At this point, the officer's desperation to maintain control is evident as he escalates the situation by threatening arrest. Now, the moment the word arrest is thrown around, any hope for a reasonable resolution starts to slip away. But when the man, calm and confident in his rights, challenges the officer to justify his threat, the officer scrambles. What he says next, however, is nothing short of shocking.
I'm investigating trespassing.
Okay, but this is a public building. You can't trespass me without committing a crime. You can't turn this into a crime.
I'm not talking about the phone. I don't care.
I'm recording my document. Okay, so
I've told you, I'm recording.
Okay, so you want to play that game?
I'm not playing any games.
Yeah, you are.
I'm investigating trespassing.
All right, if under threat of arrest, I'll give you my ID. If you're gonna threat of arrest me, I'll give you my ID right now. Are you going to arrest me if I don't give you my ID? Because I'm not gonna give I didn't commit a crime. I know my ID laws. Okay, then investigate.
Yeah.
And you haven't even spoke to them.
Says who?
Says the camera and us that you haven't even spoke to them. You don't even want to go inside. And I told you, I'll wait outside. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You don't get to tell me how to do my job.
No.
And I have.
But you don't get to violate my rights. That's not the way it works. I'm not gonna let you do it.
You're being detained for trespassing. That's not investigating.
For what crime? I'll give you my ID. I'll give you my ID. Give me your supervisor, sir.
That's what I'm calling.
Give me your supervisor. You're making a huge mistake.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what my lawyer has to say about that.
Everyone's got the rights to dispute it.
No.
You're being investigated for trespassing.
How come you didn't ask me for my ID there? You see how it works? I think because you don't like the way I'm speaking to you. That's why.
It's honestly staggering that the officer, in the midst of escalating tensions, doesn't even know the basic protocol of his job. When the individual requests a supervisor, the officer's ignorance shows. He seems completely unaware that it's part of his duty to facilitate that request. Given everything he's already displayed in this situation, though, it's not surprising. His lack of knowledge only adds to the troubling pattern of incompetence that's been unfolding.
That's why. You can't just trespass me from a public building. You don't own this building. They don't own this building. I gotta commit a crime. That's the way the law works.
You're gonna provide your ID?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't?
Are you willing to provide your ID?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't?
Do you know the law?
Oh, absolutely. I know the law. In the industry that I'm in, yeah, absolutely.
So are you aware that
You can't just trespass me from a sidewalk.
So during an investigation, an officer asks you to provide your identification. It is required.
No,
Do you know which form?
that's only if I committed a crime about or has. Do you have reasonable suspicion?
Actually, if you're detained.
Do you have, for what crime though?
Trespass. I'm investigating.
Why am I trespass? For what crime? On a public area? I came to get service with my friend? Call supervisor. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. Nah, you ain't gonna violate my rights today, bro. On the threat of arrest, I'll give you my ID right now. This is the problem. This is the issue that we have in America. The disconnect that we have between law enforcement and the people. You guys, come on, man. So why didn't you ask me there?
It's obvious this officer is just pulling laws out of thin air to justify his actions. But before we dive into what happens next, I've got a question for you. Have you ever encountered a cop who thinks their badge makes them untouchable, above the law, and free to do whatever they want? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Why now, all of a sudden? Why?
Why do you get to dictate the order?
Why?
Which I
No,
do?
but I don't understand. Why you just trespassing me just for the hell of it? You haven't even spoke to them.
Yes, I have.
When did you speak to them? It's on camera. You didn't speak to them. We went straight outside, sir.
Yeah,
you have no idea what you're talking about.
Same issue that we usually have with the auditors.
Nah, because you guys don't know. So does ours, and we don't redact ours.
You can dispute it.
Okay, fine. Call supervisor. I'll give you my ID under threat of arrest.
Same thing. I requested him before you.
I want to disengage this conversation, dude.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not walking away. I'm not walking away. I'm detained, but are you going to arrest me if I don't? I'll give it to you right now.
So we're going to change your detention. You can keep recording. You're fine. Don't resist.
I'm not resisting.
All right. You are still allowed to be detained.
Am I under arrest?
You're detained. You can keep asking the same question over and over again.
Asking. I can ask all I want.
You can. You can hold his phone if you'd like.
I'm not going to jail yet.
Nope. You're just detained. Just wait.
Why are you putting handcuffs on me?
Because I need to place you in the back of my car while I make a phone call. You hear my phone ringing? Yep. So I'm not going to do that while you're free out walking around.
The officer's desperation led to the unthinkable, arresting the man who was simply standing up for his rights. It's a shocking move, especially after the individual clearly articulated his legal standing. But in the officer's mind, it seems that silencing the challenge outweighed any respect for the law. This moment is the perfect example of power being abused, and it's only going to get worse from here.
And that's probably his calling right now.
Well, I want to talk to the supervisor.
I will appease that. All right? Have a seat. Any weapons on you?
No, I don't.
All right. Hang tight.
Yeah. You know you're wrong. You had no reason to trespass me. I didn't commit no crime. You could have done it in there. And still, if you did it in there, that still has no reason for you to trespass me without even you investigating anything or speaking to them. All right? That's the way the law works. So if you want to go play that, I'll give you my ID on the threat of arrest. I'll give you my ID. I told you that.
You show me the law that dictates what order I do.
Oh yeah,
things.
I can show it to you right now like this. Nah, man, I'm not gonna.
Because there isn't one.
You don't think if I didn't know what I'm doing, I would be doing it? Come on, man. I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Come on.
Dude, like I said, I respect what you guys do. I don't care.
After 30 minutes and the arrival of the sergeant, the officers finally realized the gravity of their mistake and decided to release the man. It was the right decision, the only right decision they made that day. But by then it was too late. Their actions had already sealed their fate, revealing their true colors for all to see. The damage was done and the truth was out.
Okay.
Does that look normal to you?
You got time for this?
Does that look normal to you?
You got time for this?
Does that look normal to you?
You have time for this? After you sign your ticket.
All right, so what I got to do?
Gather your stuff.
I'm done. I haven't.
Come sign your ticket.
All right.
I told you, man, I'm not on your
Sergeant.
Do you want your stuff?
There's more stuff in there.
I don't. Sergeant, is this normal to you right here?
Come on over here.
Is that normal to you right here? Look at my wrist. For the time limit that I've been back there?
Look, I'm not seeing an issue there. Come on.
No, you don't see an issue there?
No.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Look.
You're bleeding? Do you need medical attention?
There's no redness. There's no indentation.
No.
It's an indentation.
You don't think that was a little too tight?
Considering where I put your handcuffs?
Look at this.
This man didn't back down even after it all and continued to assert his constitutional rights. Honestly, we should all look up to his resilience. The more we stand up for our rights, the less police will feel entitled to act like tyrants. They'll have to learn eventually, right? You might think this is as bad as it gets, but wait until you see what happens next. Some cops just keep surprising us with their disregard for the law. Trust me, the next video is going to take things to a whole new level. Don't miss it. It only gets worse from here.